Hi everyone, it's Crafty Tuesday, yay! And we've had a little bit of rain pretty much all day today. So what better time, I'm gonna move the camera up here so I can see everybody. There we go. Hi Sherry. Hi Morgan. Like I was saying, the weather is kind of outside. It's going to be good for the plants, but what better time to do some crafting when it's raining outside, and gives you a really good excuse, right? We're going to cover several things today. Transfers, and I've done transfers on and off throughout the years. I like the process, and it's a really nice way to give something that's plain some more personality. There's 3 different types that we're going to cover today. They're each they're simple, but they have beautiful results, and this is going to be easy enough for anybody. I would like also to take a minute and tell everybody thank you for watching the videos and sharing the videos. I really appreciate it. Getting my name, Christy Hickey, and MajicMixx out there among the community. I've got my website up, ChristinaHickey.com, and on it are products for sale. Plus I have a link to the Facebook page, MajicMixx. And I'm working on getting YouTube set up. The button's there, but for some reason it's just not connecting to MajicMixx YouTube. So hopefully I'll have that resolved in the next day or so. Marie, hi. Thank you for joining us today. So let's get started. The first one we're going to do has to do with packing tape. This is heavy duty packing tape. I got the narrow kind. Thought maybe I would do something kind of small. The samples that I saw. Uh-oh, somebody is at my door, and I'm busy right now. Thank you, you too. Maybe he was wanting to know if we needed the grass cut. Anyway, we're going to do some transferring with tape. Hi, Mike. Good to see you. And I enlarged the picture so you could see it. It is of a rooster, because on here it's hard to see. So what you'll need for this is the object that you're going to put it on. You'll need some heavy duty packing tape, a bowl of semi-warm to hot water, okay? And a burnishing tool, or if you have a popsicle stick, you'll need that as well. I'm going to move the camera down so you can see what I'm doing here. There we go. I'm also going to put something on the keyboard too. It gives a reflection back up into the screen. There we go. There, that's better. Okay, so what you want to do is, first off, you're going to need a laser jet printer. I don't have one here. I would love for you to do a tile and flooring video here live, Mike. I think that's an excellent idea. In fact, anybody that would like to do a craft or any type of skill, I would love to have you on the show. So what I've done is I've made a small picture of the rooster, and I'm working on a piece of glass. I'll put that down. Take your tape. This is so easy. So easy. Put it on top of your picture. There we go. And you're going to cut it off. And cut this down. I don't know if I remember all those flooring tips, Mike. It's been quite some time ago. All right, so we have your picture on the tape. Now, get your popsicle stick. And what you want to do is rub. You want to make sure all of the bubbles, all the wrinkles are out of your picture. This is also adhering the picture to the tape. Go up and down, go sideways. You're burnishing the tape. It has been a while since I've ridden a bike too. Oh, I see you're enjoying your bike rides. That's wonderful. So this only takes a few minutes. You want to make sure that you have all of the air out of it. Okay. I'm going to pick it up off of the glass. There you go. Now, here comes the bowl of water. You want to completely submerge. I'm going to cut some of this tape off so it won't be so curly. There we go. You want to completely submerge this tape into the water. It does have a habit of wanting to float up, so you might have to stick it back down there a couple times. But you're going to let that set for a few minutes, and what that does is it helps release the paper from the tape. And what will happen is your print will stay on the tape. And I've done a couple of them here. I'm going to set this to the side. Hopefully you can see this. Get a plain piece of paper. Here we go. So I took the paper off of the tape, and it leaves us the print. Make sure you take rubbing alcohol and clean your glass really well. You want all the oils from your hand off of it, any dust, and it shines it up really pretty. And then pick a spot. We'll put this on the cloth so it'll stay. There we go. Now I printed this on my inkjet printer here at home. So I have a feeling that if I had remembered to take this with me this morning, the laser jet would have turned out darker. This is wanting to curl. So what I'm going to do here is trim this up. And I would recommend that you find something that's flat too, because this little thing, this little guy is got a curve in it. So it's not wanting to lay down perfectly straight without wrinkles. So I'm going to have to work extra hard to get the wrinkles out. But once this is dry thoroughly, it will completely become invisible. And this is a good way to make some labels for your glass jars. You know, sometimes they you change the product that's in it. This is an easy way to not make it permanent. What I'm doing here is I'm rubbing, getting all of the bubbles out of it and as many wrinkles as I can. Like I said, you really need something with a flat surface. Yeah, that's looking a whole lot better. Let's see here. There you go. So that's our first transfer. Oh, by the way, it doesn't take very long once you put your tape in the water. Here's the other one that we just put in the water. And as you can see, the paper came off but left the print on it. It's very, very simple. Okay. Now for our next little craft transfer, this is etching. And Kathy gave me this stuff. It's glass etching. It's armor etch. And it sounds like it's very simple. I've not ever used this product before. I've read the directions. It sounds very easy. So what we're going to do is use this base. And these stickers are self-adhesive. So you can use them over and over and over again, which will be great. And I thought, oh, this would be kind of nice. It's fall, Thanksgiving, Halloween, you know, it's all coming up. These little stencils you just pull right off. And we're going to put them in place. There's the first one, love. Let's see, let's go with faith. Hope everybody's doing well. I am feeling a whole lot better. I feel like I'm getting some of the energy back. Okay, we have faith, love, and faith. And let's see, how about thankful? There's some really cute sayings on here. There's beautiful moments, family, hope, friends, live, us, smile, joy. You could really make a sentence out of all that. Okay, so here we go. We have love, faith, and thankful. I'm going to take the burnishing tool again. Make sure it's all down, tight, no air bubbles. And fortunately, with this being glass, I can look from behind and see that there are some bubbles. That's nice. There we go. So what this is, a chemical, and it's going to etch. Doesn't take very long. A couple of minutes. It has to sit there, but we can go on to the next craft until this is ready to come off. Still have some seats available for next month's fluid art class in September. It'd be really great to see some familiar faces there. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to start off with the basics, and each week we will learn 2 new techniques, if not more. The class is going to be held at the Island Art Association. It's going to be from 10 in the morning till 12 on Friday, starting September 7th. The registration deadline is September 4th. And you can private message me or give me a call. Go through MajicMixx. Okay, we've gotten all the bubbles out. So I'm going to grab a paintbrush and we're going to put some of this chemical on here. It says to wait 60 seconds and then rinse the glass off with water. So let's see. This is going to be fun. And I want to be real careful and not get it on the other parts. Now I will put my gloves on when I go to rinse this off, and I have a bowl of water sitting over here, so we're going to do that also on camera. It doesn't have a bad smell. In fact, I really can't smell it at all. But I also have the dining room window open for a little bit of ventilation. And as you see, I'm just dabbing this on, getting a good thick coverage on it. Trying to be careful and not get it on the other part of the glass. If it does, I could wipe it off real quick. These would make nice little gifts. Nice little things to have around the house. You have a different flower vase for each holiday or just for fun. Okay, we're just about through with this. There we go. It's pretty thick and it's staying in place. That's good. We'll set it on this towel over here. And it's 1:21. We'll give it a couple of minutes, at least 2 minutes, and start rinsing it off. Okay, now for the fun part. More fun, I should say. Okay. This is transferring a photo onto wood. This picture I did, well, let me back up. There's a website called Graphics Fairy, and they have thousands and thousands of vintage photos that are royalty free. And it doesn't cost anything to go to this website and download the picture and print it off. Now they do have packages where you can pay a monthly fee to get other different types of pictures and arts and crafts and stuff like that. But they are just wonderful, and their pictures are such good high quality. This came from a book from the late 1800s. So they've done a magnificent job in copying and putting it at a high resolution. But this is the picture that I selected, and we're going to put it on this. And I'm telling you, I'm stretching the envelope a little bit with this piece of wood. This here, as you can see, I've already applied the picture to this, and you can pick these little panels up at your big box store, your craft stores. One word of caution, look at it, and see if it has a slight sheen to it. If it does, take some extra fine sandpaper, lightly dust sand it, and you want to go with the grain of the wood. Don't go up and down against the grain. Go with the grain, back and forth. What you want to do is there's some sort of sealer that the factory puts on this, and you want to break it up so your stuff can be absorbed. All right, and that's what I've done here. The product, there are many products. We'll get back to this in just a minute because I want to finish this up here. There are many products out there that you can use for transferring. Mod Podge is one. Liquitex Gel Medium is another. I've used both in the past, and the other day I came across this video by the Craftsman on YouTube. He also does a lot of transfers. He used polyacrylic. Yes. Can you believe it? Polyacrylic. It's a varnish. This is the latex base. Don't use the oil. And it was wonderful. The quality of the picture on his wood came out beautiful. So I thought, okay, I have some of this stuff around here. Let's use that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to trim this picture up a little bit. This piece of wood As you can see, already it has a stained finish. I did lightly dust sand it, get some of the sheen off, but my concern, and this is what I mean by I'm pushing the envelope a little bit here, is this has a real textured feel. It's beautiful. So what I'm thinking, when this transfer photograph goes onto here, it's going to have that textured look to it. So it'll probably help it look more vintage, aged, without really trying hard. So what you want to do is trim off some of the white. You can leave the whole paper there if you want to, but it's just more for you to peel. So that's why I prefer to go ahead and trimming it out a little bit. It's less to work with. There you go. All right, and you want to get it into position. If you want to put something like happy fall, you know, mark off your areas very lightly. Top and the sides. This will help give us a guide as to where the polyurethane is going to go. I know, I need a can opener, right? This will work. Here we go. And I have a brush around here somewhere. There we go. This little brush I keep for my paintings, and I put it in this little plastic bag. It stays good. This one's probably been in here for about a week or so, but it helps it get really conditioned well. And what I'm going to do is put this varnish on here where the picture's going to be. Now, after you do this process with your picture, you can go ahead and give it a coat of the varnish. It'll help keep the dust, anything else off of it. You want to apply this pretty liberal. We're going to put a couple of coats on here because you want your picture to be saturated. And you can see that the boards are not exactly plumb level with one another. So this is going to have to take some extra rubbing in there, making sure all the air bubbles are out of it. We're almost ready. And like I said, this picture was printed with the laser jet. So we should have really good quality finish here. There's quite a bit of varnish on here for this to be, this wood is soaking it up, that's for sure. And your Mod Podge and other products, usually it's best to wait at least 24 hours for the photo to dry. And this was another reason why I like this product, is because you don't have to wait that long. A couple of hours, polyacrylic dries fast, especially when it's not so humid. Okay, let's see, let's make sure we have it. I think I need a little bit more. I didn't go out far enough. So this is a little bit faster than the Mod Podge and the Liquitex. There's all kinds of different types of Mod Podge out there. There's some for photo transfer. That would be the one that you would want. Okay. Let's see here. It's drying out quickly. All right, make sure you have it all lined up, even. Start spreading. Get your little burnish tool. You're going to want to go with this wood being a diagonal. I'm just going to follow the grain of the wood. We're going to smooth it out, and you'll see that it'll start getting little wrinkles in it because it's soaking up that urethane. That's okay. You'll smooth them out. And I'm wiping the tool off as I go because I don't want any of the varnish on top of the picture. And you can see it's starting to become a little bit easier to work with. You can see that it's really soaking it in. I think I need some more stuff right there. And there's a piece over here. You can also take the back side of a spoon, or if you have a brayer, which is a little roller, squeeze all the bubbles out of it. I like to use my fingers a little bit because I can feel. There we go. All right, we're going to set this to the side. I'll let it dry. It'll probably be ready around 4 or 5 this afternoon. I'll let it dry because we have a lot of humidity today. You could take your heat gun, if you have one available, and speed up the process. I'll get back to that in a minute. Put a few things away here, and let's see how the etching did. It doesn't look like it's changed any. It still has the milky white substance. So see, it didn't dry any, but it's been more than a couple of minutes, that's for sure. I'm going to put my gloves on. Bring the bowl of water over here. We're going to have Fluid Art Thursday, 1 o'clock. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. If anybody's got some ideas, let me know if you'd like to see something done. Okay, here's our bowl of water. And let's see. They said leave the sticker on. We're going to take that off using the brush. Okay. I believe I have all of the stuff off. I'm going to dry it. And everybody keep your fingers crossed. Like I said, I've not done this before. I've seen it done. My mom has done this before. She gave us some glasses one year with our initials on it for Christmas. It was really pretty. And I did read that when it dries, it will become more predominant, the etching. So let's see, put some, no, that's not gonna work. Let's see here. Oh, that's cute. I'll put something in the glass vase in a minute, but it turned out well. Now, I read that you could take contact paper if you wanted to make your own stencil and a larger piece. Let's see. Let's see if y'all can see this. Probably need something black. Love, faith, and thankful. That turned out pretty good. All right, so that was real simple. I would let this dry for a little while and then give it a good cleaning with some Windex or some alcohol. Maybe give it 24 hours to cure. So, cute, cute, cute. Now back to our board. All right, hopefully, cross your fingers, the magic is fixing to happen. This has been sitting for about 3 hours now. It's pretty dry. It's the same picture as the one we just put on here, the rooster. And what I'm going to do is dampen a washcloth and then wet the picture. You want the whole thing to be wet. There you go. You can see it's kind of transparent. And I see a few spots in here that are white. which might mean that there was a bubble. That's okay. Now what we're going to start doing is rubbing. And you're going to rub the paper off. You can either use your fingers or you can take your cloth, wrap it around your fingers. That kind of is a little bit faster. Go around in a circular motion. And what it's doing is it's leaving the print on. The paper's coming off and leaving the print on. I've done duck cloth, fabric, not with the urethane method. It was with a Liquitex product that was made for printing on fabric. So I thought, well, why not try it, you know? And it turned out really pretty. I printed it out on a piece of paper. And transferred it to the duck cloth. And you can finish this anyway. I started to put like a stain on it, but I decided not to before putting the picture on it because you can always do that afterwards. See, the paper's coming off and the print staying there. I used to hang a lot of wallpaper and remove a lot of wallpaper. My husband and I did for many, many years. And I think every time I do this, this is what it reminds me of. Those jobs where that paper just was not coming off. And it was sad because if you do the process correctly, you will not have a problem getting the wallpaper off the wall when you're ready to change it. And that's what was so sad, was there was just so many people out there that just did not have the correct information on how to do it. So I've gotten it wet a little bit more. We're just about through. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. It went a little bit longer than I had anticipated. But what you want to do is make sure you get all of the paper off. And I love that polyacrylic method more so than Mod Podge or the Liquitex. Not saying that there's anything wrong with them. There's not. I just like this a lot better. The print is staying intact. Paper's coming off very easily. I think what I'll do is after all the paper's off, I'll later tonight maybe put a little finish on it. And you'll be able to see a little bit of cloudiness in here. That's just the paper, more paper that needs to come off, and that's when your fingers come in handy, because you can rub it and you'll feel it. but just go ahead and continue working with it. If it dries out, put a little bit of water on it. It's not going to hurt it. There you go. Isn't that just cute? I hope you enjoyed today, and I apologize for this going on a little bit longer than what I anticipated. I really thank you a lot for hanging out with me. If you've enjoyed the video, please share it, and hopefully I'll get the YouTube channel set up soon, and we'll be doing it that way. I'll put a link in on MajicMixx, and all you have to do is just click on it, and it'll bring you to the YouTube channel. So thank you, everybody. Hugs to everybody, and bye for now.